What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a little sit down, get ready with me today, and chat about how I'm really doing. So I feel as though in the past couple of months I sort of just like dumped this thing on you guys that I was diagnosed with major depression, started antidepressants and anxiety meds, and then it sort of just like dwindled down, and I've just been doing mom vlogs in between that. And I'm sure you're wondering how, girl, you came at us with like, oh, you're so depressed and now you're doing mom vlogs and blah blah blah. So I just want to like, you know, let you guys in on how I'm really doing. I'm going to be doing my makeup, so if I'm looking this way, it's because my mirror is here, but I will obviously be engaging with you guys and locking eyes and being loving. I want to start by putting my lotion on my face. I recently changed my skincare routine after I started on antidepressants, because like as you can see, there's like quite a bit of, there we go, cystic acne on my jawline on this side, as well as on this side. You can see the blemishes left from the acne, and this sort of happens around the time that I'm ovulating. It's hormonal, but it's also caused by the meds that I'm on, and there's really not much I can do about it except for change up my skincare routine, maybe go see a cosmetic dermatologist, but that's like 2,000 a session and I need about 8 sessions, so 16k. Guys, I feel like it's very expensive to look good, hey? It is. So if you're feeling ugly, you're not ugly, you're just poor. You just broke. So I'm gonna start off by putting my lotion on. I did wash my face. I just got out the shower actually, and this is the one that I use. There we go, that's what I use. It's from La Roche-Posay, and I've been using it now since, I want to say like November, so it's been a couple of months and it's been good to me. It says here corrective unclogging care, anti-imperfections, anti-mask, and anti-UV. So this is an SPF 30, which is quite high for face cream, I think. Usually they're like SPF 15 and then you have to top it up with like an SPF 50 or a 30. And this is, I don't use a primer, but I maybe should start doing that. Maybe it will help also with my skin. But this, I use this one with the SPF. So it's called Effaclar Duo Plus. I use this one with the SPF during the day, and then there's one without an SPF for my night cream. The night cream one's actually quite a nice primer. And you can obviously use a serum underneath. So wash your face, use a serum, use this lotion. And I'm just going to do that on my neck as well. It says here at the back, avoid the eye contour, but I always put it on my eyes because like what? Then I'm gonna look like a raccoon and then get burnt over here. It doesn't burn, like I don't know why they said that, like it doesn't sting my eyes. So I do put it in my contour. It's not greasy, I like it, it's very light, it's a lightweight. Here we go. So, how am I doing? I'm gonna start off with like physically. How am I doing physically? I'm not doing well, I think. And here's why. Firstly, I spoke about this the other day. I have tendinitis in my thumb, my left thumb. And yes, I went to the chiro and she was so good and she was so helpful and it was really great. I saw her for about 3 sessions and it really did help. However, it gets really painful in the middle of the night and in the morning. So she explained to me that it's because this needs a lot of cold application. So I use an ice pack on it. So at night it's warm, obviously, because I'm in my blankets and stuff, and then it gets sore. And then obviously I have to pick up my child in the middle of the night because then he'll be asking me for milk or he'll ask to sleep next to me, and that doesn't really help. But there's really nothing much I can do about it. We did dry needling on it, we being my not me, but the chiro did dry needling on it, and it really helped. You know, it's a really uncomfortable pain, the dry needles themselves. As you can see, my eyebrows are like very bushy right now, but like, what shall we do? The dry needles are very sore, but they are the ones that I found make the most difference, because the first session she didn't dry needle them, although I was prepared to be dry needled. She just like massaged with, like, you know, the deep heat, the one for the ice. She did that, and then she extracted, and then the second session and the third she dry needled it. So like right now as I'm speaking to you, it's not so bad. I can open it like, right, literally my range of motion was like here, and now I can open it all the way there, and there's nothing painful or whatever there. This one is fine, this one wasn't. And also physically, right now, currently as I sit here, I won't stand up and show you, I'm wearing a size 4 jeans, and this is a pair of jeans I bought in December. It is now February, and I feel as though it's a high-waisted, but it's getting bigger. I don't understand how. Like, what size am I supposed to wear? Size 0? Is there a size 2 even? I've never seen a size 2. I feel like from 4 it's 0, and I'm definitely not down for that life, because I like to be thick, thicker than a sticker. Okay, so I was saying, I feel like I'm getting smaller, and currently right now as I'm filming this, I'm recovering from a cold, which we thought, we being my doctor and I, was COVID. Took a COVID test on Friday, came back negative. So, but still, even though I don't have COVID, I obviously have to rest and stay at home, not go to the gym. So I feel like the beginning of this year, I've really been trying to get to the gym, but I haven't been able to, or it's just been very haphazardly because of tendinitis. I cannot hold the weights, and so I'm walking on the treadmill, you know, but like now, right now I'm sick, I can't lift weights, I can't even walk on the treadmill. So it's just like I just sit at home. And then another thing, my brother called me out the other day on my diet. He said that I don't eat very well balanced meals. Those were his exact words: you don't eat well balanced meals. And I was very hurt. I even told him that you came for my neck the other day, hey? And he was like, I didn't mean to, I was just telling you that you don't eat well balanced meals. So maybe the fact that I'm losing weight also has to do with the fact that I'm not training, I'm not eating well, and really there's no real reason behind why I'm not doing those things, which are like the bare minimum, and the things that I used to do like very easily, very well. I feel like, you know, in the previous years I was always at the gym, training, eating, and I feel as though I want to bring some of that content into YouTube. Yes, I was doing Saturday sweat sessions on Saturday mornings, but just sort of like meal prepping and what I do when I'm at the gym, not just like home workouts, that sort of thing. So we're gonna try to do that. So there's that. Physically I'm not doing well, but not all hope is lost. I just have to make time and make an effort to look after myself physically, and also eat, so that I don't look like a 12-year-old with a body of a 12-year-old, because that's what I currently look like. No breasts, no butt, just like this. So yeah. Okay, so physically, now let's talk about mentally. How am I doing mentally? I feel like I'm doing well mentally. I sometimes do get a little bit overwhelmed by life, you know, toddler mom, also trying to run my business, all of that jazz. But generally I'm doing well. I'm making time to sort of just note how I am, like during the day. How am I feeling? How does this make me feel? Am I feeling anxious? Am I feeling worn out? I mean, on Friday I had a long list of like what I wanted to do for the day, you know, that sort of thing. Oof, this concealer is doing the things. It concealed. Concealed. And I decided to take the day off. I slept on Friday just to look after my mental health and my physical health, because I'd been to the doctor. She told me, girl, we're gonna take a COVID test. If it comes back positive, I will phone you. If not, just take the medicine that I've given you, and if it comes back positive, I'm not going to change your medicine. I'm just going to phone to check on you, to check that you're not panicking, because that's what I do. I'm a freaking panic mechanic. But I feel like I'm doing well mentally. A lot has been going on in my life, in my personal life, that I feel I'm not ready to share yet on YouTube. But if you have noticed any changes or things that leave question marks when you watch my videos, the question marks or the questions you may have might lead you to the answers, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to say anything right now, and if you've noticed any changes on my channel, in my vlogs right now as I'm talking to you, then, and you have a question mark, that question mark, and you have an answer to it, is probably the correct answer. But I will share about this at a later stage. And with regards to that, I'm doing okay. I had a friend phone me last night, which I'm so grateful for, that there are people that do care about me. Because I mean, on Thursday I went to see my therapist and I was telling her that my birthday's coming up, I'm turning 30, I hate my life, hate my birthday. And she was like, why? And I was like, because it just reminds me how unloved I am. People don't give a hoot about me. And she was just like, no, they do, you know, just. And this friend of mine reminded me that people do care. She's one of the people that cares, and just checking on how I'm doing. So I'm doing okay. We've covered physically. What about emotionally? That could be interesting, hey? I feel as though emotionally, I don't know, like I went to see my doctor, not my therapist, the one who gives me the good pills, and she was just asking me, am I dissociating from what's going on in my life? And I had to ask myself that hard question, because that is my go-to. I don't want to feel no feelings. I just put them on a bookshelf in my head and move on with my life, and I feel as though I'm not dissociating. I'm not dissociating. I'm very well aware of what's going on in my life, and I feel as though I've dealt with the things that I need to deal with. And what's going on here? I've dealt with the things that I need to deal with, and I'm not dissociating. I feel as though the things that were causing me stress, I cried. I had many months of sleepless nights crying myself to bed last year. So like, I have no more tears left to cry. And yeah, so it is what it is. I'm just like, whatever at this point. I'm like, whatever with regards to my emotional well-being. I'm not gonna cry no more. I've cried enough. I spent whole of last year crying, so I'm not going to cry anymore. I'm okay, and if I'm not okay, I know that I will be okay, because look at me being alive, right? Last year I had many unalive thoughts, and look, I'm still alive. So that's just how it is right now. That's how I feel. yeah, emotionally I'm doing okay, and if I'm not, my emotions can kiss my ass, because ain't nobody got time to be sad. Is that me dissociating again? Ain't nobody got time to be sad. Let's talk about how I'm doing spiritually. This is gonna ruffle some feathers, I know for a fact, because one of my goals this year is to spend more time reading my Bible. As in, like, I'm on the Bible app. I think I'm on streak 16, so like I've been reading for 16 days and I'm not skipping. And one thing I've just been thinking about is the whole concept. I don't even know if I can call it a concept, but for the purpose of this video, let's call it a concept. The whole concept of Christianity. And I'll get into why I continue to read my Bible even though I have thought about this concept. So I feel as though in life you do need spiritual input, if I can call it that. You do need something to pour into you spiritually, and I choose to read the Bible. That's how I choose to pour into myself spiritually. Other ways that I choose to pour into myself spiritually is walking around in the park, looking at the birds. I don't know if you can hear them, you probably can. Looking at the trees, being in nature, being in this creation that was created by the same creator that created me, being one with creation. And I've also just been thinking a lot about my spirituality, if I can call it that, and my sons. And because, you know, as Christians, they will tell you to bring your child up in the ways of Christ, so that when they're older, I'm paraphrasing this Bible verse just by the way, so that when they're older they do not depart from it, right? And you guys have seen my gentle parenting video and how I'm a gentle parent, and I've just honestly been thinking about a lot of the religious trauma that I have. I may have mentioned it a little bit in the gentle parenting video, but I'm going to mention it again here. And religious trauma in the sense that I remember once being told about a girl who was getting married. She had a child like myself, out of wedlock like myself, and now she eventually met the love of her life and wanted to get married, and she wanted a particular priest or pastor to wed her and her husband. And this pastor said, I would not do that. I would not do that. Marry a girl who's had a child, sinful ways. I will not participate in your sinful ways. And it's just made me think about, like, why are Christians like that? Do I want to teach my child that? Do I want my child engaging with people that think that way, that shun you because of past mistakes or because of the way you previously lived? Like, they all want you to come to church, right? But you must pretend as though you don't have a past, because if you tell them about your past, then you're going to be shunned, you're going to be. So personally, I haven't been to church this year. I know church is open. You know, they closed after or during the pandemic, during the lockdowns. I haven't been to church because I'm like, I'm gonna bring my child, this in inverted commas bastard child, and they're gonna be looking at me like, girl, why you bring your bastard child to the church? Like, this church is not for you and your sinful ways and bastard children. So I've just taken it upon myself to not mention it to my son. I don't read the Bible to him. Yes, of course I will take him to church eventually, but like maybe when he's older and he sort of understands. Because I feel as though, like, the whole notion of everybody's a sinner, it's like you're bad, you are inherently bad. That's what they teach us, isn't it? And I just don't subscribe to that. I'm not inherently bad, I'm inherently good. So I don't know, but I still read my Bible. I have question marks here and there about it, and as a gentle parent, I'm all about not forcing things on my child. Like, I don't force him to say thank you, I don't force him to say please. He honestly these days, is saying it out of the goodness of his heart, and it melts my heart. Like, I gave him water last night and he said, "Mama, thank you for Zion's water." I was like, oh my gosh, cute child, go back to sleep now. You know, so I'm not gonna be here and teach him about how he's inherently bad and he needs to repent for his sins, and if he doesn't, you know, God's coming, Jesus coming back soon, and all the sinners are going to hell. Repent. I don't want to do that. I don't. That's exactly, that goes so much against gentle parenting. Like, instilling fear. So yeah, I think I'm doing okay spiritually. I journal about the things that I read, question mark them, write down the things that I have question marks about, and keep it moving. So yeah, that's me. I'm still on antidepressants, if you'd like to know, and I intend to stay on them for quite some time, you know. No shame in that. I will take all the help that I need, especially with the changes that have been happening in my life, you know, to sort of help me deal with that and just deal with life and life's hardships and disappointments, etc., etc. I'm not gonna act like, because I was, and it's so funny, I read this thing, I don't even remember what the Instagram page is, that said I deserve more than pretending. So I do. I'm not going to pretend I'm okay. I will take all the help that I need, and let things be. Just let them be as they are. So I just thought I'd do my makeup today and chat to you guys, let you know how I'm really doing. Today is the 21st of Feb, and I think I'll do another sort of like a serious life update much later on in the year. The same thing that I read that was like, what did it say? That said I deserve more than pretending, said that I do not owe anybody my pain. So, you know, I don't owe anybody updates about my life. I choose to give you guys updates, but it's not like I have to, and it's something that I've learned, because there's this whole notion of, oh, be authentic and be vulnerable, blah blah blah. Great, I desubscribe to that, because I've shared so many things, vulnerable things, on my channel. The birth of my child, my birth vlog, all those type of things. Oh, I'm loving how I look today. I look like I'm going to a ball, honey. The birth of my child, those sort of things. And I just do need to always remember that I don't owe anybody my pain. I choose to share with you guys because I choose to, and if I don't, then I don't. Yeah, a little bit of mascara. Oh my gosh, it makes such a mess now with this highlighter. Come on, mascara. Okay, I don't know, I can't find it, but anyways, there's that. A little bit of flower bomb. Oh. How are you guys doing? Please let me know in the comments, or I'd say DM me on Instagram, but my Instagram is really just a baking page. If you have baking questions, you can DM me. But yeah, there's that. That's how I look today. A little bit of Vaseline. That ends it over here. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to subscribe and comment and share, all the good things. Okay.